Okay, so, a few things. One, I am working on a goddamn surplus of content. Currently August 28th. I haven't posted anything since, like June? Haven't posted a main video since, like April, May or something? I am working on more, actual videos, stuff that you guys are used to watching from me. I feel like every year my schedule gets more and more full, and I get less time to, make these videos for you guys. Either that or I'm severely overestimating how long it actually takes me to make these videos, and I'm probably procrastinating and or being lazy, which in that case I'm going to lock in. I'm going to lock the fuck in, alright? Alright, we got about 3 months left of this year. Let me make a promise to you guys and myself right now that I know that I'm I swear on my life and everything that is dear to me, I'm not going to break this promise this time. I'm going to make more videos within the next 3 months than I did the entirety of last year. Alright? I want to see what I'm truly capable of. I want to challenge myself. I want to push myself to my limit. There hasn't been enough content on this channel lately. That stuff I talked about in my video from the beginning of this year for my, my project and plan for 2024 video. I do still plan on doing that kind of stuff. Probably not not the specific pieces of media I refer to in that video, but something in that medium, right? I still want to talk about TV shows, like actual movies, other anime. There's a video coming up real soon that I know you guys are gonna like. But yeah, I sincerely promise more content for these remaining 3 months. 2. The video you're about to see is a bit of an old video. This video was made as a project for my sophomore year film class last year. High school film class, mind you. I'm only 17 right now. We were given the option to either write an essay about a movie we were watching in our unit, or make a video review about it. And as far as I know, I was the only person who made a video review about it because, I specialize in making videos. But throughout the video, I'm going to be using low-quality clips of the movie because I don't go out of my way to record or buy DVDs of movies I sincerely hate. But, just a heads up, if you guys don't mind it, okay. If you guys do mind it, then get the hell out of here waiting for the next video, I guess. I don't know. There are also aspects of the video that seemed rushed, and that was because I procrastinated on the editing part of the video when I was making it. And I started making it when there was about 8 hours left before it was due. And throughout the video, you're gonna have essentially time markers or checkpoints I made to myself while editing the video of when it's supposed to be due and some shit, Am I going to make more movie reviews like this? Definitely, yes. Despite how long the editing took me, probably because it was a single session, I wouldn't mind doing another one of these just like this. Maybe with actual, higher quality clips. But yeah, no, the bare structure of how I made this video, I think I would definitely do it again. Movie, TV show, or video game. That being said, enjoy the video, and I will see you guys here real soon. See ya. Elizabethtown is bad, and here's why. After losing his fortune at a billion-dollar shoe company, the suicidal Drew, played by Orlando Bloom, receives word of his father's passing, and makes a long journey to visit his distant family. Along the way, he befriends stewardess Claire, played by Kirsten Dunst, eventually growing into a full-fledged relationship. This is the biggest problem I have with the movie. It simply does not work as a romance for me. If Claire was written out of the story entirely, or at least reduced to a one-note side character or something, and the film only focused on Drew trying to reconnect with his family, as well as trying to find his meaning of life, then maybe it would have been a little bit, good. But no, shoehorn this, quite frankly, incredibly awkward romance between a man who's grieving and an overly obnoxiously quirky woman. I'm sorry, but I just hate Kirsten Dunst in all of her roles, including this one. I feel like during this time, and especially now, Spider-Man is the only thing keeping her relevant. Well, that and Jesse Plemons. No! 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 I don't really want to spend too much time about this, so here's the brief stuff. Drew started out as someone actually kind of compelling, and it was nice seeing him be happy around his family, but in the end, there was just certain aspects of his character that I think were left to be desired. As for Claire, I genuinely couldn't get a read on how she's supposed to be written. Like, there were points in the movie I thought she was overly obsessed, or lonely, depressed, mysterious, crazy. I legitimately couldn't and still can't tell. Maybe I'm not paying attention, but like, the frustrating negatives just outweigh the positives for her. I believe this movie primarily tackles 3 themes: grief, reconnection, and finding a purpose. The first 2, I believe, are actually well executed. Seeing how Drew goes about not only losing his fortune, but also his father seems surprisingly realistic in a way that I personally can't really describe. And seeing how he rediscovers and finds happiness with his distant family, while a bit annoying at times, overall is executed in a wholesome and overall kind-hearted and positive manner. However, the theme of purpose is where it really hits me. Throughout the movie, Drew is plagued with regret and failure. Regret that his time with his business has hindered his time with his father, and how he failed to have his nearly billion-dollar business stay afloat. However, once Claire comes into his life, it all slowly starts turning around for him. Now, again, I don't like Claire. She's annoying, poorly written, and I hate her actress. But in one of, if not the only good written scene for her in the entire movie, she helps Drew realize that there's no shame in failure.
Alright, you really failed. You failed, you failed, you failed. You failed. You failed. You failed, you failed, you failed. You think I care about that? You're an artist, man. Your job is to break through barriers, not accept blame and bow and say, thank you, I'm a loser, I'll go away now. Oh, Phil's mean to me, wah, wah, wah. So what?
I don't cry.
You want to be really great? Then have the courage to fail big and stick around. Make them wonder why you're still smiling.
This is probably my favorite scene from the movie, both from a thematic and narrative standpoint. If there's one thing this movie does surprisingly great, it's balancing all of these themes into something coherent. We've all gone through grief, failure, and/or aimlessness at one point or another, myself included. These are the themes explored in the movie, and while they're all executed in great fashion, that begs the question for me. Is this movie relatable? In some ways, yes. In other ways, no. The themes, and at least most of the movie's plot, are arguably the most relatable aspects of it for me. But like I said earlier, the addition of romance just bogs this movie down in so many ways for me. Romance is something I have very little experience with. And to prove that point, here's a monster cardboard cutout and our Hooters flag sitting in my room. My point is that I don't relate to the romance this movie presents with Drew and Claire. And since the romantic aspect is among the biggest aspects in the movie, the relatability as a whole is just brought down by a good chunk. Listen, this thing is due in about 18 hours, so I'm gonna try to speed through this. Yeah, there's really nothing thought-provoking or noteworthy about the camera work here. Or really for most other rom-coms, it seems. Yeah, I literally have nothing to say about it other than it's fine. Nothing bad, nothing great, just painfully average. Elizabethtown is not a well-structured or well-written movie. What's presented as a nice, wholesome road trip movie about finding your purpose and accepting death and failure quickly becomes almost too much to handle with the shoehorned romance aspect that takes away from how good it takes away from how good it truly could have been. Let me be clear, I enjoy good rom-coms from time to time, if they're done right, and this ain't done right. As a whole, this movie had pretty decent potential, but unfortunately just didn't live up to most of it.